Jewish Christmas trees do not have stars.
Why not?
If you have a star in the tree, you may as well run out and buy a manger scene and stick it in the front yard.
Oh, I'd like that.
Oh, fine. Then everyone who drives by will think we're a bunch of Jewish fools pretending we're Christians.
Yes, they will.
What do you mean? We have a big Christmas tree right here in the front window.
A Christmas tree is another thing altogether. It's a festive decoration, like a Halloween pumpkin. Anybody with any sense in their head knows that Christmas is just another American holiday if you leave out all that nonsense about Jesus being born. Now take down that star.
Atlanta is the center of the world tonight, and you two are going at me over a Christmas ornament. Clark Gable is less than 5 miles from this house right this very second.
You have more important things to be worrying about.
What?
Ballyhoo.
Ballyhoo is ages away.
It's less than 2 weeks, and nobody's asked you.
I don't care.
Just phone Sylvan Weil in Lake Charles. That's all I ask.
Mama, girls don't ask boys to Ballyhoo.
I didn't say ask him. I said telephone him, and after you've chatted a while, you can inquire about his plans for the holidays.
I don't care what his plans are.
Of course you do. You and he are good friends.
We are not good friends. He's all you talked about. Louisiana Wow. Louisiana Wow. Finest family in the South. Wow, wow, wow,
There
wow.
is nothing wrong with good bloodlines.
Maybe if you're breeding Cocker Spaniels.
Oh, let's face it, Lala. Clark Gable is probably not going to ask you to ballyhoo.
But somebody else just might.
Who?
Ferdy Knockman.
Oh, I wouldn't go with him if I were you.
Why not?
His father picked his nose at his own wedding ceremony.
What does that have to do with anything?
I was a bridesmaid. I saw it. Dr. Solomon was about to say the blessing when all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I saw Max Knockman take his finger and
Oh,
he went...
please, Bud!
Well, I've got to get ready to go.
Where?
The premiere.
You don't have a ticket to the premiere.
I don't care. I'll get to see everything.
You mean you're gonna run downtown and stand out in the street?
I want to feel the excitement in the crowd, to taste it, to smell it.
Why would you want to smell a bunch of people you don't know?
It's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of, running downtown by yourself in the dark.
Well, I might as well go ahead and tell y'all the news.
What news?
I'm writing a novel.
Oh, my Lord.
It takes place in Atlanta during the Reconstruction period. And the title is Though Your Sins Be Scarlet.
Well, I swan, good for you.
Now promise me y'all won't say a word to anybody until the publication date is set. Obviously, my novel will be made into a movie, so I need to go see what the premiere is all like.
The child has a point, Boo.
She does not have a point, and I'll thank you to stay out of this. Lala, I don't know why you bothered filling your head with this utter foolishness.
My novel is not foolishness.
Your novel does not exist, and the Wild Boy does.
Your mama has a point.
You didn't listen to me up at the university, and look what happened. You got so humiliated.
I got accepted into AE5.
That's true.
Ha! AE5! Only the other kind belongs to AE5, and the whole world knows it.
I don't want to talk about it
Well,
anymore.
you should. Your place in society sits there waiting for you, and you do nothing about it.
Guess what, Mama? We're Jews. We have no place in society.
We most certainly do. Maybe not right there at the tip top with the best set of Christians, but we come mighty close. After all, your great-grandmother's cousin Clemmy was the first white child in Atlanta. I don't know why you don't use your birthright and your connections to make something of yourself
Well, she said she was.
Oh, last month she said she was making up scripts to go on the radio. I swear, Reba, she dreams up this trash just to torture me. She's the only girl in her crowd not married, and now this ballyhoo business.
Heavens! Sonny doesn't have a date to ballyhoo either.
Your daughter has college to occupy her mind. I swear, Reba, I can hear God giggling up in the clouds at the joke he played on me.
I never thought of God playing Joe.
Well, what else would you call it? You have a daughter who's just blooming like a rose at Wellesley. And I have a daughter who snuck home in disgrace. Middle of her first term, I was never so humiliated in my entire life.
What are you doing?
What?
You are throwing clumps of tinsel. It's supposed to go on strand by strand.
Oh, excuse me, thank you. I had no idea. I had the honor of decorating with the tinsel expert.
Evening.
Evening, Adolph.
The tree looks fine.
Thank you, kind sir.
The star's a new addition.
Oh, compliments of Lala. Don't worry, it's coming down.
I like it.
Oh, Adolph, you do not.
Sorry, I forget. You know the inner workings of my mind better than I do. We have company coming.
Company?
Asked a man over from the office.
When will they be here?
We'll manage.
Oh, you could have phoned me.
Joe. Meet my sister-in-law, Mrs. Freitag, and my sister, Miss Levy.
How are you?
How do you do?
No complaints.
Is this your first visit to Atlanta, Mr. Farkas?
He ain't visiting, boo. He's working for me.
I see. My brother is real good at separating the family business from the family. He thinks we're too stupid to understand anything. Tell me, am I allowed to know what Mr. Farkas does, or is it too complicated for my tiny brain to grasp?
Joe, if you don't mind.
He's gonna be doing some traveling for me. Look into some of my stores.
I see. My brother obviously has big plans for you, young man.
Joe.
Why, you sure picked an exciting time to be in Atlanta, Mr. Joe.
Yeah, that must be some movie they got there.
We have tickets for Sunday afternoon.
No fooling.
So what part of New York City are you from, Joe?
You got a good ear, Miss Levy. Eastern Parkway.
I believe that's in Brooklyn?
Right.
Reba, I need you in the kitchen.
Our cook has been homesick all week.
I hope I'm not causing you too much trouble.
Oh, no.
None whatsoever.
I'm afraid I'm a little out of my element here.
Element?
This Gone with the Wind stuff.
You haven't read Gone with the Wind?
No.
Man after my own heart. Oh, Joe Farkas, new fella, works for me at the office. Lala, my niece.
Good to see you.
Hey, I never met a Farkas before.
I seem to be a rare bird down here.
Is that a New York City name?
More or less.
You know, I'll more than likely be going to New York very soon.
No kidding. What for?
To meet with publishers about the novel I'm writing. I'll have you know, we're the only Jews on this road except for the one house on the other side where it gets tacky.
Huh.
Well, Louisa had just better come to work tomorrow.
I would be glad to help you, Miss Levy.
You?
Yes, ma'am. My mom taught us to make a few staples from the old country.
Old country?
Russia, Poland, Hungary. My family came from everywhere.
Well, Adolph's never set foot in the kitchen in his life except to pick out of the icebox in the middle of the night.
Ain't I the limit?
Will you be going home for Christmas?
No. My family doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Then you'll be here for ballyhoo.
Lala.
What's a ballyhoo?
What's ballyhoo by Joe with a question? But of course you're a Yankee.
The young people come from all over the South.
Hay rides and weenie roasts and parties. And the last night, a day of...
It all started in Macon.
It all started in Gulfport.
I happen to know it all started in Macon. Adolph. Adolph? Adolph!
What?
Tell this young man where ballyhoo started.
Why in the hell would he want to know a stupid thing like that?
Oh, I think you might care a little. Especially if you're planning
fun, but I got a train to catch at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, you heard Mr. Vargas, Sugar Pie? He really must be going. I'm so good to have met you.
Yeah, you too. Night, Miss Day.
Not Joe.
Night, all.
Well, now, never you mind.
Mind? Mind what? Stop looking at me!
Adolf, that kite you hire has no manners.
Baltimore! Next stop, Baltimore!
Miss Freitag? Sonny Freitag?
Yes?
Joe Farkas. Pleased to meet you.
I don't understand.
Your Uncle Adolf asked me to look in on you. He gave me a little extra cash to
No.
give you. Sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
What are you reading?
The Prophets of Religion, Upton Sinclair?
You really enjoy reading that stuff?
Yes?
Eugene V. Debs, too? I sure didn't peg you for a communist.
Reading Sinclair and Debs doesn't make a person a communist.
That's a relief.
I'm a sociology major at Wellesley with an A- average, and Uncle Adolf still treats me like a baby.
Why do you say that?
I can't even take a train home by myself.
I just think he loves you a lot. And I really did just happen to be in Baltimore. So how come the A-?
I had trouble with zoology last year. What was your average?
0. I didn't go.
Why?
My father died. I had to go to work.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, it was a long time ago. I guess you got a lot lined up over Christmas vacation?
A lot of work.
So you won't be going to this ballyhoo thing?
Did Uncle Adolf tell you about that?
No, your cousin Lala. She was dropping plenty of hints.
Hints?
I think she wants me to take her.
Oh. And?
I pretty well sidestepped the issue.
He was smart.
How's that?
Ballyhoo is asinine.
Yeah? Why?
Oh, you know, a bunch of dressed up Jews dancing around, wishing they could turn into Episcopalians.
Sounds pretty terrible.
It is.
Want to go with me?
You know, my train's almost here. I gotta go.
Well, word is I'm a good dancer. Think it over?
What's the matter with you?
Oh, this Hitler business in Poland ain't gonna turn out good.
Oh, stop worrying about Poland so much and pay attention to your own flesh and blood for a change.
What are you talking about?
And another thing, I don't see why you have to meet with Sonny at the train. Reba is her mother and
I
it's
don't have to. I want to.
Well, you never meet Lala.
I would if she went anywhere.
Sonny isn't a direct pipeline to the Lord Almighty, you know.
Who said she was?
That's the way you treat her.
Beulah? Maybe you forgot how Simon looked after Saul when Papa died.
He had to. He was the oldest.
I know he worried himself sick over his obligations to all of us. And I know that's what landed him in the cemetery a good 25 years ahead of schedule. I'll be damned if I have to justify myself to you if I feel like picking up your daughter at the train when she comes home from college.
Oh, Adolf, you get yourself so worked up you'll be lying right beside Simon if you don't look out.
Reba?
Right down.
Adolf, calm down.
I want to get there on time. Do you mind?
I mind how you do Lala. Her daddy is every bit as dead and gone as Simon is.
Yeah, men don't stand much a chance around here, do they? Let's go, Reba.